What up, y'all? As y'all can see, the setup is a little bit different. You know, I got a mic now. I got a set of headphones. I got a soundboard. I got a desk. You feel me? And I want to tell y'all about this whole setup and what kind of where it came from and how it's changed how my space feels. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So where I go to school, there's a podcast room, right? And I'll mess with that stuff. So y'all might see some video from that in the future. But one day, me and one of the guys, we were just kind of messing around. We went in the podcast room and we were messing. Like, I think we recorded for we were on and off recording for 3 or 4 hours. We were just in there just messing around. We recorded it on the soundboard that's in the room. There's a soundboard that's in the room very similar to this one. And there's an SD card that's in there. And we didn't know that, right? So then we record, we're like, all right, whatever. The head of the communications department at the school emails us the next day like, hey, you guys sound great. Here are your audio files. We would love to set up a time to meet with you. So I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I'm there. What? So we go and meet with him and everything. And he's like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, I'd love to have a podcast. I'd love to make video and everything. And I tell him that I have a YouTube channel and all that. He's like, oh, that's really sweet. This and that. I'm like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. He shows me the other podcast room, which is the original one. Has four mic setups and everything. Kind of similar to the one that we were in, but just a little bit bigger of a room. Long story short, he's like, hey, I just got this soundboard in and I have no idea how it works. Why don't I check it out to you and you can tell me how it works? I'm like, yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know how expensive this soundboard is, but I mean, I'm gonna take it. So he gave me this soundboard. I don't know if y'all can see this. It's the Rodecaster Duo. Super nice soundboard. It's engineered for podcasts, from what I understand. And the way that it records audio, I would say it's definitely more for podcasts than music or anything like that. You can connect music instruments to this and you can kind of mix on it, but it's not engineered for that. But he gives me this brand new out of the box. He gives me this mic. He gives me the set of headphones. So I'm like, bet. Perfect. Like, I'm going to take it. So I brought it home and I started playing with it and everything. And this setup is like everything that I've been wanting to have here at the apartment. To have an external mic, a super high quality one too. And he was just like, here. He just gave it to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Walking out like this. Walking out all awkward because there was just so much stuff, But yeah. So then I brought it home, started playing with it, connected it, got it all set up. I got it connected to my MacBook and started messing around with that. This inspired me to get the desk. When I got this on Facebook Marketplace, I paid $50 for it. Well, it was a $40 desk, but I gave him $10 just because. I'm like, here, whatever. But I paid $50 for this desk, and it's a super nice desk. It's all wood, glass top and everything. But having this and the desk, one, I had to rearrange my living room, and two, having a space now dedicated to do stuff like record or be on my computer and or go do whatever, like journal, whatever I want to do. I have a space now separate of that from the living room. Prior to getting the desk, I was doing everything on my couch and my TV table. That's all I have here is just a couch. Well, now I have the desk, but a couch, a TV table, my bed, and a TV. But I was doing everything on the TV table. I would eat there, do homework there, edit videos there. Everything was done there. So now I have a space to get away from the couch, and the couch is specifically for just hanging out and chilling. And now when I want to do some work, I'll do it here on my desk. I'll read here. I got a couple books here. Well, I got a couple books here. I have a couple coloring books here too. Had to get the 64 pack of crayons. I need the sharpener on the back. Need that. Yeah, I got a couple coloring books here to just mess around with. But again, it's nice to just have a space that's separate of that from the living room. The living space is the chill space, and this is the workspace. And that's really inspired me to do more work and want to do more stuff. I've been kind of in this, how do I say it? In this funk lately where I want to do stuff, but I don't want to leave to do it. And I don't want to do it here because the couch is like, there's so many conflicting ideologies with how I spend my time on the couch. So I'm like, damn, But now that's not an excuse. I can just sit here and I can record, and this is nice. This is really nice to have. Having this desk and having the podcast set up here is kind of it has really transformed my space, just because I feel like when I walk in now, seeing this desk, seeing the podcast set up, like seeing the mic and the soundboard and everything be here, it makes me want to work. It makes me want to come sit down, and makes me want to just do something, right? Part of that, I didn't really want to do anything here at the house. And that takes me to like the last point of this video. You can really structure your environment to do what you want and how you want to do it. And what I mean by that is, prior to having the desk, like I didn't want to do any work. I didn't really want to be at the crib if I was doing work. If I wanted to study or edit video or go do whatever, I needed to leave. I felt like I needed to leave and go to campus or to go to a coffee shop. So yeah, I felt like I needed to leave, but now I don't need to leave. Leaving is when I feel like I just want to get out of the house for a little bit. But structuring this environment and having the desk behind the couch, like I purposefully put it behind the couch. Like my phone's sitting up on the couch right now, and I purposefully put it behind just as a means to separate the two spaces. That's made, like I said earlier, it's made the space feel different. So the living room is a living room. This little space right here, and this is my little workspace. Behind the camera, I have a little stretchy yoga type space. I got my yoga mat set up over there with some blocks. And the bedroom has always been my bedroom. I don't ever do any work in there. I don't spend much time on my phone in there. The bedroom is specifically made and engineered for sleeping. You can engineer the space for whatever it is that you want to do. This idea of structuring your environment is a really big thing in the book Atomic Habits. If you have not read that book, go read that book. But James Clear talks about that, doing little things to influence your behavior on a day-to-day basis by structuring your environment in a specific way. So one of the small things he talks about, like if you want to be more active in the gym and you want to go to the gym more often, the night before you want to go to the gym, or in whichever succession you want to go to the gym, set out your clothes in a space where you cannot miss them. Right, so now my desk is smack in the middle of the room. The kitchen is behind me, the living room is right here. The desk is smack in the middle. I can't miss this. And I mean, it's a big ass desk, don't get me wrong, but I can't miss this every day. And my yoga mat is on the floor. The night before I go to the gym, I'll set out my clothes and I do these things so I see them. And I'm like, okay, bet I need to do that. Or bet I need to go that. I need to go do this. It's a consistent reminder that you want to do these things. The more you see it and the more structured that it is, the more you structure the things that you want to do, the better outcome you have of actually doing the thing, right? Like if you didn't have your yoga mat out and you wanted to do yoga, there's a layer of friction. You gotta go get your yoga mat. And if you don't have your gym clothes set out, again, there's a layer of friction. But the more you can reduce the friction, the better outcome you have of achieving said thing. That's why I was really excited to get this desk and to get this mic and to get this whole setup, because now there's no friction really. The only friction is me if I'm just sitting here like, damn, I don't want to record. And that's a friction that can be easily overcome, you know what I'm saying? So I feel really good about having this set up. I really look forward to making videos with this. Like this thing is so nice. This thing is $500 and it will sit right here. I'm not taking it nowhere. I will not break it because it's checked out to me. And I like, in theory, that means I got to give it back, but I'm not giving it back. If anything, I'll just pay for it. Like when it's time for me to graduate, I'll just pay back for this gear and I'll add another mic to this, and that's really all I'll ever need. I don't really plan on having too many people on the pod or anything like that, like 3 or 4 people at a time. Anyhow, tangent aside, I appreciate y'all staying tuned in. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you took anything away from this video, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.